Hi, Rob again with Bestseller Publishing. In the last video, we covered the publish phase of Publish, Promote, Profit, our trademark program. In this video, we're going to cover the promote phase. Now, many people come to us already having their own book. And they say, well, Rob, do we really need to go through this publish phase again? And of course, the answer is no, not necessarily. You don't have to create a brand new book. Now, if your book is 4 or 5 years old, you may want to create a second edition, and so you may need some elements of this publish phase. However, if your book is completed and it's ready to be launched, then this is more than likely where you would begin in the promote phase. The promote phase is where we take your book and we ensure that your book isn't like every other average book out there. And here's what I mean. Most people don't realize this, but the average book sells only 200 copies in its lifetime. It gets even worse than that. 80% of those copies are sold directly to the author to be given away at events, to friends, to family, etc. Who would want to spend sometimes years doing their life's work and then have absolutely no interest by the marketplace? So we want to ensure in the promote phase that that doesn't happen. So our promote phase is the phase where we do a marketing launch of your book and we guarantee that your book will become an Amazon bestseller. There are 3 steps to the promote phase. Step number 1 is the review step. The review step. The first thing we have to do once your book is live and all of the elements of the execution are done, meaning that we have a physical and a digital version, it's live, ISBN numbers, distribution, etc. The first step after that is the review step, which is us getting a minimum of 8 to 10 4- and 5-star reviews of your book. These are legitimate, real reviews. They're Amazon verified reviews, which means someone has gone through the Amazon system, purchased your book, and then reviewed it. As you might imagine, this is a little bit of a time-consuming process. We do this a number of ways. Number 1, we have large author groups that we're a part of where we do review exchanges. People on my staff at Bestseller Publishing will review an author's book, and then in turn that author will review one of our author's books so that there's no direct connection and that review will stand. So this can take 2 to 3 weeks. It's often a good time as well for you to begin marketing your book to your market directly. Your social media, your email list, friends, family, etc., and ask for a review. However, if you can't get any reviews, we still cover this completely in the review step. We do everything in this promote phase. Step number 2, after the requisite number of reviews have been gotten, we then go into the setup. The setup is setting you up for a launch, a 5-day promotional period where we're going to flood the Amazon link and your book on Amazon with as much traffic as possible. We're going to do 3 national press releases mentioning your book on hundreds of different media sites like ABC, NBC, Fox, newspapers across the country. We're also going to be promoting your book by advertising it, paid advertising on over 50 different websites. Many of these websites get hundreds of thousands of book buyers every single month, and we're going to use 50 or more of these sites to drive traffic in your genre back to your book. We're also at that point going to be doing social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. All this is going to be done in a 5-day window, so as soon as we're ready for step number 3, meaning that we've set everything up, we push the button and we launch it. All of the advertising hits, the press releases hit. Every single day we're doing social media in front of hundreds of thousands of people, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn if it's appropriate. Typically speaking, on the very first day of launch, our clients' books go all the way to number 1 in their category. Oftentimes, they're number 1 in multiple categories, 4 categories, 6 categories, even more than that. We, of course, guarantee that our clients will become a bestseller because what's important is to be a best-selling author, have a best-selling book, so you can be positioned properly for the profit stage of Publish, Promote, Profit. This is phase number 2, the promote phase. This is the phase that we guarantee your book will become a best-selling book and you will become a best-selling author.